Hey, welcome to Strength-Based Marketing. I wonder if you've ever, as a business owner, had the challenge, and I would imagine with the COVID-19 thing, you probably are, uh, getting to the end of the month and there's not enough money, or it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter every month. Are the margins slipping? Are things changing? Because I know in everybody I know, that's what they're having the problem with right now. Every dollar counts more than it ever has. Well, if that's the case, my guest Mike O'Neill has got some really great solutions for you. I'm Pat Dewar. This is Strength Based Marketing, where we're always trying to bring ideas to help business owners really grow out of this COVID-19 lockdown and beyond. Mike, thanks for being on the show.
Pat, I'm thrilled to be here. I really am.
You
Thank
know,
you.
one of the neat things about you, Mike, is I know you've been talking in this area, you've been speaking in this area for at least 10 years. I've known you for the last 5.5, maybe 6 years,
Right.
uh, through speaking and teaching. And I know you've been helping people with leadership, and you've been helping people with really maximizing their margins, their profit, and monitoring every dollar they have. So I want to know, what are you doing for your clients right now to really help them tighten the belt, make it more and make every dollar count, and grow what they do have out of this COVID-19 thing?
Well, see, the thing with most small business owners, somebody like you yourself, somebody like myself, somebody, whether they're an agent or whatever they are, but the small business owners, single person business owners, most of us think, right, we know what's going on with our business. And until you really know what's going on with your business, it's kind of I hate to say a crapshoot, but it's kind of a crapshoot, right? So what I do here at Money Coach is I work really hard so that you, as a business owner, have all the financial facts so you make better decisions. And that becomes so much more important here, when money gets tight. And in with the COVID-19, so many of us, what we're doing is living, the term paycheck to paycheck. Somebody said yesterday, no paycheck to no paycheck, right? Things are tough and everybody's watching the dollars more. All right. So this is not a time for you to pay less attention to your finances, but a time to pay more attention to your finances. So what you got to do is it all comes down now is that you need to make better financial decisions. Well, before you can make those better financial decisions, you have to make sure that you have better financial information. Because if you have poor information, you're going to make poor decisions. So in my job, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business. Hopefully what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you work with you to make your business run more profitably. That's what we're all about here at Money Coach.
Yeah, I believe that. I know. I know that a lot of business owners right now, there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of change. They don't really know all of the new parameters they have to monitor. Many people are going, government's offering PPP money, yay, and they're not really looking at the backside to what is it going to what is it going to require of you to make sure that you don't get bit.
Yeah, well,
But
there ain't no free lunches.
well, I know
Not now
that's
and
right.
not then, right?
But you know, the thing is that I would ask is, because a lot of business owners, I mean, we think we're pretty good at following the money from here to there. And no, I'm kidding. Actually, most of the people I've known in business, they really are good at what they do, which is usually attracting clients, fulfilling on the commitments to the client, to whatever service they're offering. I mean, they're really good at providing the service, but many times when you get to, okay, now I got to analyze all the money, well, it becomes an option of, do I analyze money or do I get a few hours of sleep?
Right. Yeah.
Are there some important indexes that everybody should be really, really honing in on, and
Well,
things
yeah.
that they can be looking at?
And these are some of the things, and you hit on it that I see a lot. Most people that are in business for themselves, most small business owners, are really good at what they do. They're really good bakers, or they're really good in construction, or they're really good at speaking or whatever. They're really good at what they do. I mean, and they have a passion for doing that. All right. And most of us did not create our own business because we want to be accountants. No, we what we did is we created our own business because what we want to do is we want to be really good at, whatever it is we do, speaking or construction or baking cakes or whatever it is, right? But what happens is that you got to come up with a system to where you can easily get those financial stuff done. Because if you don't look at the accounting, right, you won't be in business very long. Because what you've got then is you have a hobby. And if you do that, you're going to make hobby profits. And you can't survive on hobby profits. You want to survive on business profits, which means you got to run it like a business. So every month you got to come up with something to look at your P&L statement so you can see, geez, am I getting better? Am I getting worse? Do I have more money? Do I have less money? Am I doing better than what I did last year? Worse than what I did last year? What do I need to change? What do I need to go into? And it's got to come up with a system that's very quick. Because again, we're not accountants and we don't want to be accountants. So you got to come up with a system that's very quick, but yet very informative to give you the information to make better decisions.
Well, what about the person that just says, I have an accountant? I have an accountant already. Why do I need that?
Great. Okay. Is that accountant going to run your business? Do they give you the information that you need to make your business decisions today? So I think it's great if you have an accountant, right? How often do you meet with them? Because if you meet with them once a month, once every 6 months, something of this nature, you're not being able to make the decisions day to day. You've got to be able to look at this on a regular basis. And my situation, let me tell you, I look at it once a week, right? We got to make sure that, hey, what's going on, what's happening, what's not happening, what's going on. And if it's not
you're recommending right now for clients to really be on it every single week. Are there any other steps that you would encourage a professional business owner? And by the way, when I'm using the word professional, if you're in sales or you're a person that may even just manage somebody else's sort of work, you might be a manager, but yet you're a professional in everything you do. Mm-hmm. If you don't see yourself as a solopreneur that is renting their services to their right. time and attention right. to somebody else, you're really not taking ownership of what's available.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I say somebody's a professional business owner. You said weekly numbers. Okay. What else?
Well, it's interesting you bring up the point about being a professional and being regardless of what you do, even if you're running somebody else's business, because all of us, you, me, everybody here, we all have our own business. Even if you say we don't, even if you're a W-2 employee, you have your own business. So let's think of a mythical couple here. Let's call them Mike and Dana. So Mike and Dana both have a W-2 job. And what happens is that they're both bringing in money. They're bringing in resources, right? They have a house. They've got 2 cars. They've got furniture. So without knowing anything else about this mythical couple that we had, I can tell you that they probably have an asset class here in Texas of, if they've owned their own home, somewhere in the neighborhood of $400,000. They've got 2 cars. They've got a set of assets. They've got multiple revenue streams. Haven't I just described a business?
I'm with you, man.
So everybody, whether they're a W-2 employee or whether they're a solo entrepreneur or an entrepreneur that has a lot of people, we all run our own businesses, and we all need to make sure that we're running those businesses profitably, which means we've got to look at this, on a regular basis to make sure that, our money's coming in and we're making smart financial decisions. Yeah.
Where do you come in? What are the questions that people should have that when they call you and they go, Mike, I understand you solve these problems?
Well, with so much of us, we all typically have way too much information, right? So the key is not just that you have information. I mean, I can tell you what you ought to do. I can tell you what I see that you do it, but you probably already know that. So the point is, are you doing it? Are you executing with that information? So what I do here at Money Coach is I help you is that we look at your financials, we put things together, we come up with a plan to where it's going to make your business more profitable, and then we work together for a period of time, 6 months, a year, something like this, to make sure that you execute a plan. Because you see, again, we probably know what we should be doing. Are you doing it? Are you executing it? Do you actually see somebody? You know, everybody needs a coach. Patrick Mahomes has a coach. Tom Brady has a coach. LeBron James has a coach, right? We all have coaches so that you have somebody to not only see things that you may not see, but be able to make sure that you execute on those things that you should execute on. And this is the beauty of what we'll do here at Money Coach is we'll help you not only understand what's going on, but now you're going to execute against it. Let's make it more profitable.
My question would be, what result would somebody experience over 6 months or a year of working with you? What's the net result that you would probably be able to help somebody to achieve?
I've seen people move from businesses that are marginally profitable, but by that I mean they're barely making their money. They're solo entrepreneurs that are making $4,000 or $5,000 a month to a situation where they're making $8,000 and $10,000 a month.
Nice.
How about that?
What about how would somebody get a hold of you, Mike?
So basically, the easiest thing to do, obviously, go to my website. But what I really want you to do is on my website, there is a place. My website, by the way, is mkoneal.com. That's mkoneal.com. There's a place there you can go and you can get my email address, set up a 30-minute free consultation with me. But on that website, there's a place called mkoneal.com/business-assessment. Okay, so really what I want you to do, it doesn't cost you anything to do this. I'm not asking for your email. You can just go to mkoneal.com/business-assessment. Go look at that and do a self-assessment of your business. And that's going to ask you some questions like how are you doing from a financial standpoint? How are you doing from a selling standpoint? How are you doing from a networking and time ownership standpoint? How are you doing? How's your website looking? And self-assess, right? Look at your own stuff and just say, hey, okay, I'm doing this pretty good. I'm a rock star, or, ooh, I need some work on here. And self-assess. And if at the end of that self-assessment, you decide, you know what, maybe I need to talk to Mike and get there's a place for you to shoot me an email. If you don't want to, great, do it with my my compliments and knock yourself out and do it by yourself. That would be great. But I really, it's just something I want to kind of give all of your users here. Go look at that and self-assess your own business. And if I was going to ask what I want anybody to do, go self-assess your own business. Just take 10 minutes and look at that.
I agree with you, Mike. COVID-19 has really been not just a horse kick. It's more like I think a buckshot being, it's really taken the wind out of the country in a lot of ways. And a lot of people are having to get oxygen again and just making sure that you're on the right track, the right footing, making sure that you've got the right trajectory, the right, that every dollar is making the most. And that's why I wanted to get you on my show to talk about it. Strength-based marketing, the Facebook group is all about bringing really great, brilliant people together. And I love to interview the members there so that you get to know everybody gets to know each other. And it's kind of video networking, I guess, but it also just begins to give people in general around each of us, our circles of influence, ideas. Because I think I've seen ideas save businesses more money than you could make. I've seen, years ago, I ran a mastermind group of about $8 million company owners. In other words, $1 million a year in revenue or more. And in 2008, 2009, the economy sucked wind to 43% down in liquidity. And these 8 guys, these companies, average was down 2, because some of them went up, some went down about 12 or 14%, but still 2% on 8 different businesses was amazing, because it was 41% better than the rest of the country did. Right. And so anyways, enough. I'm going to go ahead and say, folks, if you want to grow your business, continue to get the ideas, but only if you're going to take action on it.
Right.
Because information with implementation creates transformation. Mike, thanks for being on the show. folks, thanks for watching. If you like it, share it. If you get some ideas, always, I'm going to say always, if there's an idea that you use from one of these podcasts that helped your business, share it. Let us know. It would be such an honor to serve you that way. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Pat, appreciate you.
You bet. Thanks, Mike.